All right, welcome back to the channel. We've got another battle report here. 6 points of Saga. We got Anglo-Saxons on my side versus Vikings over on Don's side of the river. We are playing Battle at the Ford, the first edition version of the scenario. So things are going to look a little differently if you're only familiar with the second edition. We didn't put any extra terrain out, just got the rivers and the bridges. On my side, I've got my Warlord, 12 warriors, 12 spear levy, 12 bow levy, 12 more warriors, and 12 spear levy. Don, what do you got on your side?
I have 4 berserkers, I have 8 warriors, 12 levy, 4 hearthguard, my warlord, 8 warriors, and 12 more levy archers.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of shooting over there. I deployed my archers too soon. I was the first player on this one. I should have held them off to see where those berserkers go. But we'll see. Going into... Well, we got to roll off for turn 1. Grab a d6, Don. First edition style. All right, Don will be player 1. All right, so here's going to be our battle boards for turn 1. The Vikings will be going first. We got 1 activation for Hearthguard and Heroes, 1 on Warriors, and 2 on Levies. He's got Njord for dumping fatigue around his Warlord, Odin for a reaction that fatigues or exhausts a shooting unit, and Thor for doubling 6s in a melee. And since we're playing old school first edition style, I have 3 dice for defense starting on turn 1. I've got closed ranks where I get some bonus dice and even more if I have... I get dice if I outnumber them in a fight, and even more if I'm more than double them. I have overlapping shields, which gives me some extra defense dice. It's my only shooting reaction, because I think I'm going to get shot at here. And no surrender, where if he charges a unit of more than 10 models, he takes fatigue. And let's see, I'm not going to use it this turn, I think. So let's go into Viking turn 1.
All right.
All right, Viking turn 1. Don, tell us what you did.
Well, we moved up the archers. They took a shot at his archers. Didn't have any effect, really. He got 3 hits. He saved all 3.
I used overlapping shields, so I had 5 dice. Yep.
Then we moved up the second set of archers. Moved up the warriors on the bridge. Warlord moved up, and followed by the Hearthguards. So,
right. And slow playing over here. Forces me to make the move. I like it. Going into Anglo-Saxon turn 1. All right, so here's my board for Anglo-Saxon turn 1. So I've got 4 dice devoted to activations right now. Closed ranks for some extra dice still. Unison, so I can move 2 units more than 10 and not get any fatigue from those moves. I still have no surrender. And overlapping shields, put that back up for some more defense dice. You can see the Viking board still ready to go. All right, going into Anglo-Saxon 1. All right, Anglo-Saxon turn 1. I tried to get a little cheeky. We obeyed this unit of levy up onto the bridge. And I used a die to start moving these archers over. Then I used Unison to move them again, and this unit a second time, because they're both a unit greater than 10, and it generates no fatigue. Then I moved them a 3rd time to get them over here so that they could shoot at the Berserkers, but that was pretty cool. Then I activated them to shoot, but he used Odin, put a bunch of fatigues on them, raised himself up to armor 5, I only hit him once, he saved. It's like, okay, well, whatever, I'll do it again. He used my other 2 fatigues to make himself armor 5 again, and next thing you know, he saved. I didn't roll any 5s, so that sucked. Going into Viking turn 2. All right, here we have the Viking board for turn 2. We got some activations across the top. Got a little bit in the combat pool, a little S there, for 2 bonus dice. I think I'm getting shot at with that. Still has Njord up from last turn. Uller and Thor for that killer combo of rerolls and getting doubles on 6s, and added Loki, so I'll get punished if I use any melee abilities. And I have popped no surrender over on my side. Going into Viking 2. Viking turn 2, Don, what'd you do?
well, we activated We Obey, shot them, killed 2.
Yep.
Activated again, shot them. Wasn't so lucky on the second shot.
Well, I used overlapping shield, so I had 2 bonus dice.
However, over here, the Berserkers charged the levy.
Yeah, they gave no fucks about the no surrender. They came in with a fatigue, didn't mind.
Yeah. So then we used Loki. Started off with 16 dice. Rapidly moved up using Loki. He then
I did use my closed ranks to get some
ranks.
extra attack dice. I also actually closed ranks to save on 4s, but we'll see how well that went.
Gave me 2 extra dice for that. I then did Uller. Or no. I did a combat bonus, gain with an S, gain 2. Then I activated Uller and Thor. He also used what else did
I think
you
all I
use?
used was closed ranks.
I used my
your
fatigue, and
yep.
so I gained some more.
Made you armor,
thanks to Loki.
armor 2.
So I was armor 2, hitting him on 4s. I got 24 hits.
It's gross. It's really gross. As you can see, everyone's dead. But hey, I had 6 dice back at him. I hit him 4 times. He only saved 1.
So yeah,
that's something. All right, going into Anglo-Saxon 2. All right, here's my Anglo-Saxon board for turn 2. 2 activations up top. Defenders of the Kingdom, which will give me some extra attack and defense dice in melee. Unison for some moves without generating fatigue. And overlapping shields to generate some defense dice against some of that shooting that looks like it's coming my way. Didn't get any axes. I only got 1 axe, so I couldn't do Clash of Shields this turn. All right, so Anglo-Saxon turn 2. Activated these guys, I believe, with a die. Shot at the remaining Berserker and killed him. He elected not to use my fatigue. I used Order We Obey to move these guys up onto the bridge. Whoops, my Warlord fell down. And my Warlord used his determination to move onto the bridge. He ran around there. Over here, I used a die to move into, like, a column over here with my warriors. And then I used Unison to move this unit the rest of the way across the bridge. And the second unit into a second column right there. That's a levy, spear levy over here on the right, and warriors on the left. I still have on my board Defenders of the Kingdom and overlapping shields going into Viking turn 3. All right, so here we have the board for Viking turn 3. We got 1 activation on warriors. Njord's been sitting there all game. Loki's up again to punish me for using any of my abilities. Uller for those rerolls, and Odin to discourage me from shooting any further. All right, let's see it. All right, Viking turn 3. Don, tell us about it.
Now the struggle for the, what shall we call it, the East Bridge is not going well. My warriors charged in. We used Loki.
I closed ranks.
He closed ranks. I used Uller. He
popped Defenders of the Kingdom for extra attack and defense dice.
And I got extra attack dice. It was 10 against 8.
8, yeah.
I got 7 hits. He got 5 hits. Yep. He saved 7.
I saved 7. Yes.
And I failed 4. So it was brutal. My guys got pushed back. We had some ineffectual archer fire over here.
Yeah, over there I popped overlapping shields and it canceled out his shooting. All right, going into Viking or Anglo-Saxon turn 3. All right, so this is what I'm taking into Anglo-Saxon turn 3. 1 activation of 8 or more models. Truce for dumping fatigue. Overlapping shields for attack and defense dice, and Crash of Shields for making my opponent discard his dice. All right, Anglo-Saxon turn 3. I started off, moved the Warlord up with his determination, then ordered these guys forward into those guys. They closed ranks. There was 4 of them. I had 12 dice. Did I throw any abilities in there?
You reduced my armor.
Oh yeah, I reduced your armor 3, and you basically we cancel each other out as far as me raising my armor and you lowering it with fatigue. Then with my 12 dice, I hit him twice, and with his 2 dice, he hit me twice, and we each saved 1. So that kind of sucked. I was hoping for a whole lot more. The important thing is they are below 4 now, so they aren't going to generate a die. So I guess that's something. Then way over here, I charged these warriors into this group of warriors that was on the bridge. He closed ranks and went down to 4 dice, so I decided to use overlapping shields and hold on to my Crash of Shields. I hit him 5 times? 5 times? No, 7 times.
7 times.
Yeah, it was half. It was half my 14 dice, and he saved 3 of them.
3.
So he's down to 4 models. Still generating a die, just barely. And he didn't hit me at all, I think. I think he just rolled bad. Yeah. And so we each have a fatigue there, going into Viking turn 4. Yep. All right, here's what we got for Viking turn 4. Warrior activation, levy activation, combat bonus. Loki, so he's going to get bonus dice whenever I do anything in a melee. Heimdall, lower his armor, give him a bunch of bonus dice, and still Odin to dissuade me from shooting. All right, this is Viking turn 4. Don, what happened?
Well, we had a couple volleys of a volley of archers from here to there.
Killed 2, I think.
Killed 2. The second volley of archers, though, killed 5?
I think you got, did you roll 5
1, 2,
hits?
3, 4.
And I
No,
saved...
4, yeah.
Okay.
Killed 4.
Yeah, all right.
The warriors that were here charged up, used Loki, and he used my fatigue as well, and he didn't close ranks.
Did not.
And he took 2 more casualties from that.
Yep.
I lost 3.
Yeah. I held on to Crash of Shields because I figured at that point my unit was too small. It wasn't really a big bonus. That it?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to clean off all this dead from the the bridge here, and we'll go into Anglo-Saxon turn 4. So here we got Anglo-Saxon turn 4. I got 3 activations on units of 8 or more. So I got Crash of Shields. Overlapping shields just gives me the defense dice against that shooting, which is important, but also gives me an attack dice in a melee. And I got Unison for fatigue-free moves if my units are larger than 10. And over here, Don still has Heimdall and Odin ready to go. Let's do it. All right, so Anglo-Saxon turn 4. I used 1 die to move these archers over. I used my warlord. He moved up and ordered that unit about halfway. Then I used Unison to move this unit fatigue-free and this unit fatigue-free to there. Then I used a die to shoot them into there. He used Odin, of course, and dumped 3 fatigue on me. He used 1 of them smartly to raise himself to armor 4, but I managed to kill 2. 2? Okay, not bad. And then that 3rd fatigue went on there, and I'm exhausted, so I couldn't use my last activation, sadly. And that's all I've got for turn 4. Going into Viking turn 5. All right, here we got the Viking board for turn 5, and it is scary. Don rolled S's and kept doubling his dices until he got all 8 involved. We've got activation on Hearthguard or Hero, 2 for his levies, and we've got the unholy trinity of Loki, Thor, and Uller, so it's going to be bad. Plus Heimdall if he just wants a ton of dice. Let's do it. Okay, Viking turn 5. Don, what can you tell us?
Well, we had some ineffectual archer fire from We Obey here.
Yeah, I used my overlapping shield, so that's why.
But it did, make him use his overlapping shields. Next, 2 volleys of archer fire here, where we did pick off 1 each turn.
Yep.
So that helped.
They're down to 9, which is an important number.
The warlord rushed the guys on the bridge. Had a nice duel there where the warlord took out 2 of them. They did not do anything to the warlord.
Yeah, he raised himself to armor 6. I should have closed ranks. I had a fatigue on me. It was dumb.
And his guys lost and retreated. Cost him a die.
Yep. All right, going into my turn 5. All right, for Anglo-Saxon 5, I've got 3 activations on units of greater than 8. Valiant Hearts, which I'm about to pop. Increasing all my unit sizes by 2. Closed ranks for some extra attack dice, and Crash of Shields for taking away enemy attack dice. But Don's still got a pretty scary board over here. Let's do it. Anglo-Saxon turn 5. I rested these guys, then shot my archers at him there. I think I had 2 fatigue, and he decided to cancel the activation. Then I moved my warlord over here with determination, kept pushing these guys forward. They charged here. Weird things happen, man. I lowered them to armor 2, and I had, 9 dice? So I don't think I got any other bonus dice. 9 dice. Hit them 7 times? 7 times? 7 times, and he saved 5 of them, though. Just rolled out of the box. And he hit me
4 times.
No, we hit me 3 times. I think. 3 times. It caused 2 casualties, though. So, despite being armor 2, he managed to, in only 4 fight dice, he tied me and pushed me back. So that was really good for him and bad for me. Then I decided it's time to get desperate. I forgot about his Hearthguard back here, honestly. I didn't calculate that when I was thinking about killing his warlord. I activated these guys here to charge in, and I popped closed ranks, so I went up to 10 dice on my levy. But he popped like Heimdall and Thor. Yeah, Heimdall, I think that's it. Oh, he popped Loki over here. Yeah. Which is why I didn't use any other abilities at that point. So I also used Crash of Shields to knock him down, but then he used Heimdall to go back up to 7 dice. And he killed 4 of my guys, and I had 4 hits through to him. He took 2 on the warlord, killed 2 Hearthguard, and then the 3rd fatigue although the fatigue from the fight is canceled because he's already exhausted. And I bounced back here, so it didn't go quite as I'd hoped. Going into Viking turn 6. All right, here's the Viking turn 6 board. We got some activations on warriors and levies. Njord for dump and fatigue. And we got kind of a good spread of it, so that's smart, I think. And still got Uller sitting around. All right, let's make it happen. All right, so here we are with Viking turn 6. What'd you do, Don?
So we activated Njord, which freed us from a lot of fatigue.
Yeah.
Then he did determination, rested. Then he did we obey. We shot over here. Nothing the first round.
Just blew the roll. Not a single 4.
And then we activated him again, shot, got the 1 kill that we needed.
Yep.
To knock out the die.
Yep, this is 2 separate units here. So there's 5 guys here, so that they will not generate a die.
Then we activated this unit to fire at them. We did get 1 casualty.
I think it caused 1 hit, and I saved it, right?
Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Or did you shoot him twice? I don't know.
No, just once.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't get any casualties.
No casualties. Ha ha.
So that was a bummer. And then to make sure he couldn't get the easy fatigue bomb, I moved my warrior over here out of range of his archers.
Oh, I'll come back. All right, going into Anglo-Saxon 6. All right, so my Anglo-Saxon board for turn 6. As you can see, there's way more dice there than you would expect, seeing as I only generated 3, but my dice went crazy, and I just started rolling helmets and helmets and helmets and helmets and more helmets. I even rolled helmet. I got a helmet in Valiant Hearts, so I got that off and got to re-roll it, and got a freaking helmet all the way up there in the combat bonus. So we've got a bunch of activations, combat bonus, Crash of Shields for reducing their attack dice, and overlapping shields for some bonus attack and defense dice. All right, let's do it. All right, so here we have Anglo-Saxon turn 6. Let's see. I used a die to move these guys just to be in the way on the bridge to try and clog it up because he's only got 1 more turn left. Then I did a round of shooting at the levy and killed one model. Didn't feel like that was enough. Shot again, killed like 4 more all of a sudden. I think it was 4. So I killed 6 total. The problem was then these guys were out of range because I killed too many in that second volley. So I changed my plan a little bit. Instead of charging with these guys, I just shot again and killed 1 more guy after way too much hemming and hawing. He used my fatigue and made himself armor 4, and I only killed 1. So I killed 6 levy this turn. Move those guys in the way. Oh, my warlord did move up and use his we obey to make them rest. That's about it. I do have some stuff left, though, on my board going into Viking turn 7. All right, Viking turn 6. Threw it all into activations. He got all Fs. So it looks like it's desperate times, desperate measures. Let's see what happens. Viking turn 6. Don, tell us what happened.
Well, the warlord rested, and then he did we obey. They shot. Didn't do anything.
I used overlapping shields, gave me two extra defense dice. That was the key, I think.
So the warlord attacked. Some poor dice rolling on my side. Well, some average dice rolling on my side.
I closed ranks every time because I was just trying to stay alive.
And his excellent dice rolling on saves really saved him.
That's true. You hit me 5 times.
5 times you saved 4 of them.
Almost all of them. I did have, I think this is where I had overlapping shields for 2 extra defense dice.
Yeah.
And that helped.
So my warlord pushed back, then my Hearthguard moved forward. They attacked. They did get 1 additional guy, but they too lost a guy, so they bounced back. And then we tried.
I had put 1 casualty on the warlord, so he wasn't very attractive to charge with because he would be exhausted.
So then the warriors or the Hearthguard charged again, but that was a bounce. He used Crash of Shields to essentially wipe out all my dice.
Yep, he lost all his dice and bounced them. So in the end, I'm going to have 4 points for my my warlord and 4 points for my warriors. Don does everything on my side, so that's going to be a win for the Anglo-Saxons.
The cookies and coffee afterthoughts.
So here we are. We're going to discuss a little bit of what we thought of the game. Don, what were you just saying?
Well, I don't think I would change anything as far as the way I set up or the way I initially fought the game. The Berserkers
They did what
could have
Berserkers
been.
do.
They did what they did. They wiped out an entire unit.
Yep. I'm real happy.
They drew his archers away, which was great, because then it gave my archers free reign. If I had had a little bit better archery, which Vikings aren't known for, I think the game could have easily swung in my direction.
Just couldn't quite push
Yeah.
through here. You were close. You're close to pushing through, but not quite.
Yeah. So really, overall, I wouldn't play it too much differently.
I wish I had held on to my archers to see where your berserkers are going. I'm not sure it was smart of me to waste so many dice redeploying them to the left side of the board for me to attack those berserkers. I mean, that's hindsight, because now I know it didn't work. Had it worked, I mean, it could have worked, and I could have killed a bunch of berserkers, and that would have helped a ton. But instead, I wasted a bunch of dice, and berserkers still did what berserkers do. I'm really glad I did swap my levy unit up there instead, though, so that I lost a point of levy against them, as opposed to losing a point and a half of warriors, because they're the same armor.
Yeah.
Over on the other side, yeah, I guess I just decided I had to just slow play, because I felt like I wasn't winning that fight if I went across.
Yeah.
So it worked out. I don't know if I even needed necessarily to move my my warriors over to the right after I got them across. Maybe I should have just left them where they were for scoring. It didn't really hurt me,
were
I
a
guess.
threat.
It didn't hurt me.
They certainly didn't stand up against the archers.
Yeah, they didn't do so hot.
The archers beat them up.
Yeah, they kind of I guess they felt safe now once they were across. They're like, we've done our job. We're gonna kind of do whatever. The levy on the bridge though, on the right side, I was real happy with them. They did a great job of holding things off at the end. You did a good job attacking my dice right off in the beginning, I'd say.
That was the goal.
My when I started getting down on dice, I was having a hard time getting much done. I was constantly whining and bitching. Poor Don having to listen to me be like, "Oh, I need more dice." First world problems, I guess.
Dark Age problems.
Dark Age problems, yeah. You did a good job of getting my units below 9, and at that point it started hurting. Activation started getting tough. My abilities got weak.
Yeah,
I was
honestly,
sweating it at the end.
If you hadn't rolled so well on that last turn of yours,
That's true.
with the helmets, it could have been different, because if I'd had 8 archers there versus the 3, that might have been a little bit different.
Yeah, I wouldn't have had any abilities to stop you on the bridge either.
In my last turn, rolling 3 straight Fs, that wasn't helpful.
No. Yeah, it doesn't give you many options for boosting your cool stuff. Yeah, if I hadn't had a bunch of helmets, I probably would have just done the archer fire. Well, archer fire and moved the levy onto the bridge. But there you have it. That was a fun game, Don.
Yeah.
I always really enjoy this scenario. I like this version a lot better than the second edition version, where you have the weird diagonal deployment and the river that's like a different type on each side of the ford. I don't know. This one just feels more cool and epic and a proper bridge battle. All right. Well, thanks for the game, Don.
Yeah.
Let's do it again soon, and thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.